Yo, welcome back, StreetMentality. Guys, today we got a fucking epic one, a different one. So we're doing a feature. We're doing a feature on Anthony's Commodore. I was trying to say, I can't remember how much horsepower it was. I think it's close to 2,000 horsepower. What a fucking beast. So guys, stay tuned. I'm just gonna meet him now, and then we're gonna head straight to the guys that built it. So they can give us a rundown of what it's got, what's been done to it, what it's capable of, what it's going to be. I think it's still running in. Yeah, we'll confirm all the details once we get there. Aircon?
That's my aircon.
That's fucking sick.
When I got my helmet on and I'm waiting at the drags and it gets hot, I just put my head up like this and turn my fan on and cools me down.
It's a bit cold at the moment. So this is a 3-speed?
3-speed reverse pattern turbo 400 with the 3,500 stalling.
Yeah. Fuck, listen to that whine. You service it yourself?
Yeah, I did the oil.
Yeah.
Trans, oil.
How many passes before you do the service?
Probably around 10 to 15.
Yep.
I'll do an oil change and a filter change, cut the oil filter open and check for any shavings in it, see how well it's going.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it's very minimal maintenance really, just keep on top of that.
And this setup in this car, you've had it for how long now?
So this combination of motor,
Yeah.
the 427 has been in here since November last year.
Yeah, okay.
The actual car itself I bought back in 2006 and I got it twin turboed in 2007, 2008. So it's been twin turbo for a long time.
Yeah.
I just love twin turbos.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's there when you need it, and it's not if you don't need it.
That's right.
Suspension's really nice. Is this obviously it's not standard? What are you running, coilovers?
So I've got coilovers in the front.
Yep.
With heavy duty petters, and I've got the heavy duty petters shocks at the back, adjustable shocks at the back, but I've got the standard FE2 springs in the back with airbags.
Oh wow, yeah, right, with the bags, nice.
So yeah, just lift it up a bit in the back.
Yeah, the arse end is high, but you gotta have it high for all those big rubbers on them.
Yeah. I try and keep the CV shafts from being too low because generally
puts pressure on the knuckles.
That's right.
Yeah.
Most people with lowered cars would probably find they go through CVs quite a lot.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah. I've had that with my S14.
I've been through one CV.
In this?
Yeah,
right.
One CV.
Was that the passenger side?
That was the passenger side.
Yeah.
But remember, it's been twin turboed since 2007, and it's only ever done
one CV. That's pretty
So,
good, yeah.
Try and keep them high. I mean, I'm sure it'll do another one, and this car's going to get faster and faster.
What tyres you got on the front?
There are 195 60-15 in the front.
Yep.
And a 275 60-15 Mickey Thompson street bars in the rear.
Yeah, right.
Is that your car?
No, that's his. I'm doing a video. I'm actually for my YouTube, yeah.
Oh wow, you're a YouTuber?
Yeah.
What's your name?
StreetMentality.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have to check you out.
Yeah.
Why in the YouTube quickly?
You want to be in it? Insta, you can give him a shout out.
No, I got no Insta,
Okay. But yeah, we just came to do a video on it because the guys here built it, so we're just gonna see them. Yeah.
Alright. Have a good day, bro.
No worries. Cheers, bro.
See ya.
Alright guys, welcome back, Street Mentality. We're out here at HICOMP, doing a video on this animal. What a weapon of a car. So we're out here with the owner, Mr. Anthony. How are you?
Good, how are you?
And Joe from
yes.
HICOMP.
How you going?
How you going?
Good.
Nice to meet you. So, spoken to Anthony, we met at Cars and Coffee, and he was kind enough to let us come and do a video. But he also said that you were the magic hands and brains behind it. So we're hoping to get a little bit of a rundown about the car, you know, where it's at. I know it has been through a few different combination types in the past, and would like to get a bit of an insider on what it's like to do something of this extent of a build. Because this is a VX. So VX, it was originally SS.
VXSS 2001.
Yeah, so we've done cars similar to this in the past, but it is few and far between where you get someone who comes in and says, I want everything, I want the works. Usually we get a lot of cars that have been built at other workshops, and we dyno tune the cars, so they just come to us for the dyno tuning, and the engines have been built elsewhere. So that's our main bread and butter. But this one here, Anthony said, you know, I want like the big engine and I want the works and everything done to it. So we were happy to, you know, to help Anthony out with that. So it is few and far between, but you know, we've been in business for 25 years, and you know, we've probably done, you could probably count maybe on two hands the amount of cars that we've done from sort of start to finish.
Okay.
Even though we did, you know, we didn't do the transmission or the diff, but like the engine from the ground up, and you know, the tuning like from start to finish. So, and we had an opportunity to spec it all out, and you know, put our own specs there and all that sort of stuff. So the engine's a Dart block, Dart LSX Next.
Yeah. That's crate motor, sorry?
No, well, it's just that we started with the bare block. So
okay.
So Anthony was good enough to buy the block from overseas, and it is Dart's sort of premier engine block. They're sort of duck's guts, if you like.
Yep.
It is cast iron though, so it's the LSX Next, 427 cubic inch capacity, and then we just started filling it with all of the good stuff. So it's got a Calais Dragon Slayer crank in it. It's got boost line conrods, I'm pretty sure. You know, forged pistons. The heads are Brodix BR3 aluminium heads, and they're all CNC ported and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
And the turbos, Anthony, what size were the turbos?
Garrett's G35 1050s, so 78mm.
78mm turbo.
And you know, so it's got, you know, the fast plastic inlet manifold on it, which is good for 35 pounds boost, we're told. So we're going to test that out pretty soon. At the moment, we're still running on 98 octane, so E85 is just around the corner.
Yep.
But until then, we're all the performance and everything that Anthony's gotten out of it has been on pump 98.
Pump 98, wow.
Haltech ECU, Elite 2500. Yep. We've got all of the, well, we've got a lot of data logging, you know, sensors. We've got closed loop knock control, closed loop fuel control. We're yet to put the temperature probes in each exhaust runner. That might be something we can do down the track. But the biggest problem with Dart blocks, which no one talks about, is when you've got the big thick cast iron block, they do run a little bit hot. So we've put on an auxiliary water cooler to try to keep temperatures low. So on a day like today, it's freezing cold, you won't have a problem, but in midsummer, We've got the temperatures down to what's the highest you see when you're cruising around in summer?
Summer we get to around 110 and then it goes down to about 90. So
Oh wow.
sort of,
Yep.
and then
It
it just
fluctuates.
relaxes around 95.
So you're saying it goes up to 110
110
and then comes down to 90 and hangs around 90
that's
degrees.
right,
Oh,
90,
beautiful.
95.
Strange, but that's what it does. Yeah.
Which is really important actually in summer, because like a lot of other people we know with the Dart LSX Next cast iron block, normal engine temperatures are between, you know, high 110s, low 120s.
Yep, yep.
So we hit the nail on the head when we put the auxiliary cooler in there. So it's a second smaller radiator, basically, to keep things cool. But the main radiator is just a standard radiator.
And this, does this have a power figure?
Not at the moment. We've actually yet to hub dyno it. The roller dyno couldn't hold it, so I had to feed in the power and I had to dance around it and all the shit that you normally have to do when you've got the roller dyno with something with this much torque. Since tuning it on the roller dyno was at 12 pounds, now we're at 25 pounds. So that was tuned at the track. So we looked at the data logged and tuned at the track from 12 pounds to 25 pounds, looking at, you know, air fuel ratio and timing and knock and all that sort of stuff. So now we're at 25, and it's about time that we sort of go back on the dyno, because we're sort of reaching the limits of what we can do on the track alone. So we sort of need to go back on the dyno. So but we got to make it count. So when we go back on the dyno, we will put the 85 and we'll tune it a bit on the 85.
Is it going to get flex?
Yes, flex fuel, absolutely. Flex fuel, and all of the, like, because, I mean, your dyno is supposed to just get you your base, right? And then you go to the track and you do your fine tuning at the track. But I don't think you can go from like 12 pounds to 25 pounds on the track alone without verification. So 'cause there are some things that you just don't.
You don't know until
So we'll go back on the dyno. We'll tune for, like, we'll fine tune it the way it is for 25 pounds. Then E85, we might go a little bit more PSI on the dyno. Then we go back to the track and start the whole process all over again. So this is my apprentice Dimitri.
Dimitri?
And Dimitri and I, so I built the motor and everything, but then Dimitri sort of came along and we did all the installation and fabrication here. And Dimitri was the main person behind the welding, the TIG welding. So at the time, Dimitri was just sort of learning to TIG weld, and he's managed to weld together all of the pipe work in here. So these are all sort of Dimitri's welding. But we both obviously, you know, collaborated together on the design and where everything was going to go. So you might notice it's got twin wastegates here. It's got the Turbo Smart straight gate, so it's got one here and it's got one tucked down there, I believe. The idea there was that we wanted really good boost control. And we didn't want to have any restriction at all through the wastegate, so that we could, when we're running high boost levels, we can have very flat boost curve, right? So that was the whole idea behind that. We wanted absolutely no restriction whatsoever. So Dimitri's done like welded the exhaust together and stuff like that. But you know, we work together on it. So, you know, but he's done all the welding and the design and everything of where everything's going to sit is a bit of a collaboration.
That's awesome.
Of course, in an engine bay like this, you know, where space is at a premium and there's not much real estate, sometimes things have just got to go where they fit. And that's all there is to it. But I think we've come up with, you know, a fairly good sort of compromise for where everything goes. You know, more space is always a good thing, but
never enough.
You just can't have everything, you know.
And obviously, it's still running power steering.
Yeah, absolutely, still running power steering. There's a mechanical power steering pump just down here. Mechanical power steering there. It's still got the factory serpentine belt on it. Dimitri made the coil mount brackets for the coil mounts on top of the rocker covers. And one thing that we did with designing everything was to make everything really easily accessible, so everything can come apart really easy, and particularly the spark plugs. I absolutely hate it when you cannot get the spark plugs out, like just to do a plug reading.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't look like it, but these spark plugs come out really easy. So all you do is, you know, pop the leads off and everything there can be accessed really easy. Sometimes maybe if not from the top, but from underneath. Very, very simple. There's a lot of space in there.
Yeah, it's especially with the servicing part of things, it's always, that's the main things that keeps the heart going, and the easier it is, the better it is.
Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff you can't see, like in the bumper and grill area. It's absolutely packed in there. There's 5 coolers, I think there is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's
trans cooler, oil cooler, the auxiliary cooler, intercooler,
and the radiator.
and the radiator. Yeah. This is not a supercharger. Not a supercharger.
It can be if you want it to be.
A lot of people think there's 2 turbos and a supercharger there.
Yeah.
This inside here, we have some what do they call them, trumpets, or
Yeah.
and they can be changed to change your torque curve.
Okay. Fuck, that's handy. Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, the tune. I mean, a tune is something that's never, you know, never complete or never perfect. There's always
Always room for improvement.
There's always room for improvement there. So we just want to refine it. But I think one of the big things that no one's mentioned yet is reliability. So it's been really reliable, hasn't it?
Well, on the drive here, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've done many roll racing events now and many drag racing events, and we haven't put a spanner on it. No. Really. We haven't put a spanner on it at each of those events. The car's always driven there and driven home. Yep. Is that right? Yeah, driven home and driven to the track.
Might have to get you to look into the GDR for me.
Probably thought I was full of shit when I walked in. I want a 2,000 horsepower motor. Oh yeah, righto mate, we're in Mount Druitt.
You go out to the track when the boys need you there?
Yeah, so part of the deal I had with Anthony was that I go to the track and support him at the track. So after every run, we're always reading the data logger and making adjustments and telling him where he went wrong. So the first few runs there, I think his foot was coming off the pedal, so off the accelerator pedal. So every launch, the throttle pedal would go down to like 10% and then come back up. And I said, you need to keep your foot buried. And it turns out I think the seat was a bit far away from the seat was a bit too far back. So. You know, once
it was launching me back, so my body was coming back and my foot was coming back off the pedal.
Is these fixed seats?
Yeah.
We'll
so just you know, little stuff like that. But we've done that now more than a dozen times, and we'll still continue to do that into the future. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a car that's come out of our shop, and we want the car to be the best it can be.
Yeah, 100%. So there you go, guys. Highly recommended. HICOMP.